hello, everyone, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics. This is the artist known as Andrew speaking. Oh, crap, I got the wrong hat on.
Shame,
It's
shameful
important
indeed.
to have the right hat on, you know?
Yeah.
What was that, Zach?
I was gonna say it was shameful, but then I realized on you, any hat looks decent. I was gonna say awesome, but you know.
That's all right. Hey, let's try this again. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics. This is the artist known as Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. It is Friday night, and it is the Nerd Den. Hey, Reality Elevator, welcome to the show. He says, hi, guys. Well, let's do a quick roundtable. Say who all's here. Over to this side of me, it, of course, is Avery. How the hell are you, man?
I'm good.
Good. And then right below me is Zach, right where he belongs, on the bottom. Just kidding, Zach. I'm just kidding. I swear to God, don't take it personally.
I take everything personally with them, but then again, I take nothing personally.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm all right.
How's the weather been down there?
The weather's great. Unfortunately, it is Biketoberfest in Daytona Beach, which means the streets for the rest of the week, the streets are going to be filled with like middle age, mostly senior citizen bikers.
Yeah.
We're very, very drunk, riding Harleys, and getting in accidents, and also snarling up traffic.
The accident part's not good. Hey, Doc, how's it going? Speaking of old people, how you doing?
Hey. Yeah, baby, I'm good. I was in the homecoming parade today.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little tired. Yeah.
Were you waving to all your fans?
I was the queen.
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
About to go get laid after this.
Oh,
hell.
good.
No,
Good for you.
My daughter, Cub Scouts, the Cub Scouts troop. She's in a co-ed troop, and so we marched through the town.
Nice.
That's cool.
Nice. I remember
Never
doing
thought
stuff
I'd
like that when the kids were younger, but
yeah, never thought that I'd like. It's you don't envision yourself doing something like that until you're doing it, kind of thing.
it's all for the kids, man. It's all for the kids.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's really
Speaking
cool.
of for the kids, hey, anybody got any new comics they want to share? Because I've got a
I
couple.
almost did today.
Oh,
at
yeah?
This stupid. It's like I don't know what they do. They buy like a lot of overstock and stuff, and they've had this huge stack of Valiant comics for ages. And I mean, like even when they had their last store, and they're not a comic shop, right? They just got it's like a bunch of Solar and Harbinger and some other stuff.
Right.
And I was like, look, they got them all priced at like $1.75, and I was like, there's like 50 books, and I'm like, look, it's, I guess not maybe a bad price, but I mean, look, they're
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
All Valiants that I have that are after the Unity event
Mm-hmm.
are in the quarter bins. All of them.
That's what I'm saying, and they're not backed. I mean, like, and
Yeah.
look, it was in 2018 at the old store. I was like, I know you've had these forever. I was like, look, I'll make you a deal. I'll give you a quarter a pop. Like, let's go. Let me take them off your hands. And guy's like, I'll call her. And he goes, she says that they might have gone up in price since then. And I'm like, dude,
Good luck.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Like-
nobody
Like
looking
this,
for that.
you're not moving stock, man. I just want to read my old faves, because I lost a lot
And
of
the-
my Valiant collection.
The only people that come into my store and buy old Valiant are people looking to reread it because they
I just wanna
remember
reread it.
There's no new people out there looking for old Valiant.
That's it, man.
No, these are all people that have already read it and they've got some really great covers. They got really good stories, but they're not paying. I had tons of that stuff in the dollar bins, and it doesn't move. You put it in the quarter bins and it moves.
Right.
That's where it goes.
They had a couple like old Eclipse comics, and there was one because I know there's a couple good characters launched out of Eclipse, and I just grabbed it not knowing. There was one. It was like a anthology thing, right? Kind of deal.
Right.
And I mean, he's got like a Jim Steranko story that he drew and wrote in there, which is kind of cool. And it's definitely a different style, right? Very different art style, but it's not, it's not whatever. I just picked it up just out of curiosity, but that's it.
Yeah. Well,
I wish I could have scored that stack though, man. God dang it.
We are now in the cycle of life, the circle of life when it comes to my comic store, and that is I'm running out of room in the alphabetized dollar and up comics. So in order to make room for new books, some of those dollar comics become quarter comics.
Well,
And what happens is I either take the board out of the bag because if it has my own sticker on it, I leave it with that comic. But if it has a barcode on it, it comes out of the bag and board and goes into just a single bag. And I reuse the bags and boards for new comics.
yeah.
And I literally this week filled a long box of new quarter comics. And these are all good comics. I mean, I've got a whole stack right here of ones that are going in that bin tomorrow. I mean, these are like Image Comics, you know. There's some Dynamite Comics in here. They don't sell for $1, but they'll sell for a quarter. You know,
this place had a few books of this like old, long dead. I've got to see if it's still in my Google history. Publishers, but one of them was supposedly the first.
MK's
the first computer art comic it's called Shatter.
Yep, I remember that one.
Yep, they had that one. They had like 1 and 2 of that, and then the other, they had a couple of some other, like the DN Agents. I don't know, just some weird old stuff from the early '80s, which was cool, but definitely not worth $1.25.
Some of the DNA Agent covers are really good.
Yeah,
in the story, not so great, but I mean, it's got some nice covers.
Yeah, covers were cool.
You know,
not for $1.25.
I probably have the only store, definitely in Jacksonville, probably in all of Northeast Florida, that has quarter boxes.
Really?
My comics, the quarter boxes, most of them are good comics. They just don't sell otherwise, and I need a way to get rid of them. And I do 5 for $1 is the normal deal, but on the first weekend of the month, we double that. It's 10 for $1.
That ain't bad.
And I get people that'll come in just for that sale. Matter of fact, the weekend before, I had one lady came in. She bought 200 10-cent comics, and then bought a whole stack of other. I mean, her bill was like $185, but 20 of it was 10-cent issues.
Nice.
And I'm like, I tell them, thank you for helping me make room.
Right.
Because I buy so many collections lately. People have been bringing me stuff like every weekend, and I love it. I absolutely adore finding new comics. And I buy stuff that I look at and go, this is going right in the quarter bin.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll buy it because I know I can sell it for a quarter, you know? And then I get other stuff that get traded. I was at my Coliseum of Comics, and then there's a bunch of new people working there who don't know me, and I've had to introduce myself, and you know, I have a hat on, says Misfit Corner Comics. I ask, what is that? And I tell them I have a store at the flea market. I mean, we're really not competitors. We don't sell the same things, you know. I don't have new comics, you know, so we're not in the same business. We're really not. And one of the guys, when I was telling him about my store, he was like, you know, we're not just a corporate chain comic store. And I'm like, yeah, you are. He's like, no, we're not. We're, you know, we get to know our people and our customers. And I'm like, good for you. Good for you. You're a corporate chain. You have the highest prices in town. Yes, you may have the things they're looking for, but people are going to have to pay through the ass to get them from you. That's just the way it goes. And me, I'm a totally different animal. You know, they have boxes of dollar comics. Those in my store, quarter comics.
Right.
That's just the way it is. But that's okay. That's the difference between us. But I lost track of what I was going to tell you.
You're going to show your comics. I just wanted to tell you my little story about how I almost won today. I had to reset these earbuds.
Well, that is cool. That is cool, Doc. I appreciate you sharing that story with us. Avery, do you have a comic story, or Zach, do you have a comic related story?
Zach, not really, because Zach is not everything I know about comics I've learned from you. So
that's scary. That's scary.
Look, I've got a huge stack of comics I bought at the Daytona Beach Comic Con. Are
you still picking up the new Conan?
I would like to, but the problem is I don't have time to read any of it.
Oh, I hear you. Well, I have a regular who is interested. I'm trying to help him complete a set of the original Savage Sword of Conan magazines. And of the 240 some odd issues, I've gotten him so far about 170 of them. So we're working our way to doing a complete set. I told him the first 10 are going to be hard to find, but as I get them, I offer him first. So
all right, well, you know, I'll keep an eye open if I see him.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, if you ever get a chance, go to like that comic store in the Land. That guy has a massive collection of Conans.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I think it's Carl's, or I forget what it's called, but he's on Main Street in the Land.
Well,
Yeah.
I turned this guy onto the newest comics from Titan, the newest Conan comics from Titan, and he's really enjoying it. So as it's literally a new issue comes out, I go to Coliseum, I pick it up, and I sell it to him for cover price.
Titan's really turned the Conan property around. I mean, it was with Marvel for a long time. Marvel, well, because Marvel's Marvel, they basically it ran downhill. Titan, I think they're actually owned by. Well, basically they
Dark Horse had it for a while.
Yeah. Well, the Dark Horse ones were good. I remember.
Oh,
We lost you.
Yeah,
I lost you for a second.
I remember the Dark Horse ones from the '90s. I like those. The newer I mean, I didn't like Red Sonja under Gail Simone. It just didn't work for me for whatever reason.
No one did.
But
had
you know,
pretty covers. They had pretty covers. Well, I'll give them that.
Yeah, see that's one of the main beefs I have with modern day comics is that, you know, all the art goes on the outside, and what's on the inside is just substandard. I mean, with Titan, they actually are doing good art, well, most of it sometimes. So, it's getting back to where it was, but I don't know. I mean, I would like. I mean, I like to know more about comic books in general, but it's just, I don't know. I was never a big superhero fan growing up. You know.
Well, there's way more stuff out there than superheroes. So
no,
I mean,
I'm slowly discovering a lot of it.
Well,
But-
yeah, there's a lot of good stuff.
yeah.
Well, if you get a moment, I do want to pick your brain about something.
Okay, well, hold on a second. We got a comment here. MK says, "Makes sense. You're right. No one really has those bins here in Florida anymore. It's very true. It's very true. So, but that's okay. Now, I did want to talk about a trade paperback that got traded into me. I'm not sure, Avery, if you've ever seen this one, but it says before Excalibur, Captain Britain. Now, I was unfamiliar with any of this stuff. This was
No. I've heard of it, and I've seen that stuff online.
well,
But I've heard of it.
it's like the origin of Megan and so forth.
Mhm.
And one of the things
Well, I think those were published in the UK.
they were published originally in the UK, but one of the things I think is crazy, I was first introduced to the character of Captain Britain and Megan in the 1988 comic Excalibur, which was an X-Men derived book. And I remember
because
reading it.
after the Mutant Massacre, that's where Kitty and Nightcrawler went to
and
convalesce.
Yep.
And Phoenix went to convalesce because they were all, I believe, injured, weren't they?
And it was great story by Chris Claremont.
Yeah.
Gorgeous art by Alan Davis and Paul Neary. I mean, the art is what got me into it.
Yeah.
I remember reading the issues, and there were a lot of characters that were introduced that I had no idea originated from the Captain Britain comic.
Oh,
Saturnine, the Crazy Gang, the TechNet, Gatecrasher and the TechNet. All these characters were introduced in Excalibur, and it was our first time seeing these characters. And what I did not know is how much history Captain Britain had with those characters in these books. I mean, this is incredible. The art's beautiful. The multi-universe storylines are all throughout here. But the TechNet and Saturnine and the Crazy Gang are all continuations of Captain Britain stories, which I never knew existed.
Yeah.
And getting
Avery, you got some like
read
line
this,
noise, man, coming on your mic. You guys hear
a
that?
little bit.
Cool.
But
I keep muting.
going back and reading this, and I've gone through a couple issues so far. It's just gorgeous story, gorgeous art. I mean, it's fantastic. And what's so funny is this trade paperback was originally priced $9.95, but it's got the UK price listed first. So I'm assuming the audience was the UK, and not the US. And so I don't know how often this one pops up over here. But if you're an Alan Davis, especially an early Alan Davis fan, this is some gorgeous, gorgeous stuff.
That's cool.
And the majority of the book, Megan is in her original form, which is she looks like a vampire creature, and she changes shape in the Excalibur story based on her emotions and the people that she's around. Well, in this book, when she's first introduced, she looks like this vampire thing. And that's her true form. And when the more she's around Captain Brian, she assumes this form, which is the one we're familiar with, which is the gorgeous, hot, blonde babe. And this story kind of delves into and explores that. Where when we were first introduced to Megan and Captain Britain in Excalibur, this is the characters, and you don't realize they had so much back history, so much gorgeous back history by Alan Davis. It's just fantastic. And I'm going to take it to my store and I'll probably sell it, but I'm going to read the whole thing first because I'm enjoying the heck out of it.
I'll buy it.
Man.
If you want it, I'll put it aside for you.
I'll buy it.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it aside for you. I got a stack over here.
Cool.
Stuff needs to go to you. But yeah, I wanted to share with you. I'd never seen it before, and it's one of those things where something pops up in a trade-in, and you're like, "Oh, what is this?" And it's just
that book within the last couple of weeks has actually popped across my feed on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's so funny. That's so funny.
That's so weird how that stuff happens, man.
Yeah.
I was talking to my wife that the other day.
So since that happened, maybe those Alan Davis, Todd McFarlane issues from Batman Year 2 will pop up in your store. I can get those.
I know I've got a couple of them. I think there's 4 of them. I think I might have 2 of them.
It's in Detective Comics and Batman.
Yep. I don't remember which ones. I know I have the one where he's standing there holding the gun. And I believe that's an Alan Davis one. And then the other one I have, I think is, I'll have to double check. I know I've got a couple.
I will buy those.
Well, they're put aside in the to be graded boxes, but I've been going through those and putting out stuff that are never going to ever get graded.
Mm-hmm.
So those ones, those are iffies. I'd rather sell them to somebody who I know is going to love them and read them and really enjoy them than somebody who just wants to put a Todd McFarlane issue on their cover, or a cover on their wall,
Yeah, me.
Me.
Oh, I put a link in the private chat to
I saw that
a Marvel magazine I came across on Instagram. This stuff comes across my feed, and I just think this looks like a great issue.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
It should have some pages to scroll through. You can look at the credits page and see the lineup of what's in there.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, pop it up on the old.
Yeah, let's see what
share here. Cool art. You were talking about I had a small stack of the Excalibur comics. This is before I was really seriously reading. So much younger. Probably late 80s, but the one thing I do remember is loving the art. I don't remember a lot of the stuff. It was had maybe 5 or 10 I kept by the toilet, with some Transformers and G.I. Joe and stuff. But I remember, I can still remember the covers, there's just very standout. I really love the art.
See, this is the kind of stuff I want to do with Crom. I want to do magazine size and with the gray tones, and look at all that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. That's just gorgeous.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh yeah,
that's some good stuff.
But the artists are Rick Buckler, Vicente Benitez. I can't even pronounce that guy's name. Carmen Infantino, Klaus Janson.
You know what's so funny? This character right here,
Esteban Morato, dude. That's that first story, I believe.
Yeah, this one. I can't make this bigger for some reason. It's Instagram, but this character right here, this demon-looking character. The first time I was introduced to her was in Marvel Universe Handbook.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen her in a comic, and this is the first time I saw her and learned anything about her was in that Marvel Handbook.
Dude, the art though in that story is beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's some good stuff.
Some of those old Marvel magazines had some incredible stuff.
Has anybody texted Todd because I want to talk about
some
something
family
that he
coming.
might want to chime in. Where's my phone?
Oh, I did another test. I used up all my credits for the month trying to get this one test right
Yeah.
for another Nerd Den parody little clip. It's on my YouTube channel on the Muppet Corner Scams channel.
Okay. Hold on just a second, and I will scoot on over there.
Didn't Todd mention that he has a family thing tonight?
Yeah, he has family in town.
There's no excuse. No excuse.
None. He's fired.
Is it the 9-second clip?
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring it up real quick. Well, then I'm going to talk about something without him. I even showed it to him yesterday, and he didn't mention anything. So.
Yeah.
You really like My Little Pony, don't you, Andrew?
That was one time in college. It doesn't count.
All right, that was funny.
Man.
That was funny. I want to share that again. Hold on, that was funny.
I knew I liked you, Avery.
You really like My Little Pony, don't you, Andrew?
That was one time in college. It doesn't count.
Just laugh at the end. That's so hilarious.
What are you using to do that?
VO3.
VO3. Okay, yeah, that's what Todd's using too, huh?
For some things, yeah.
Yeah, we just did some BTS videos today. He and I. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know. It's for the Patreon. We broke down the stream, the stuff. It was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, that was really funny. I'm gonna have to share it to everybody. That was very funny. Good job, Avery. Good job.
Oh, you're welcome.
LOL. So. Okay, so the thing I wanted to talk about that I wanted Todd's input on was we were talking about the whole trend of blind bag comics, and Mark Spears, who does Mark Spears Monsters, did this issue this week. Came out at the store. It is his new issue #1, The Monster and the Wolf. It's like Frankenstein and Wolfman. And I'm not a huge fan of this guy's art. I'm not a big fan of the comics. There's nothing there that I gravitate towards whatsoever. But it's people like it, love it, are infatuated with it. But it's one of these companies where every issue has dozens and dozens of alternate covers. And what they did is they put out this blind bag. And unlike the blind bags that DC did and Marvel has done where they're $9.99, this one was only $5.99, which granted that's not too bad for a new comic, but I haven't opened it up yet.
Yeah.
But there weren't any regular editions. All of them were bagged. Okay. And from what I understand, there were like basic comics, there were foil comics, there were glow in the dark comics. There's even one of the videos I watched of somebody opening it up. There was the blank sketch variant, something that you can get separately, was in one of the blind bags. But apparently there is like a gold ticket in one of these, or actually I think there's 13 of them. There's 13 gold tickets that you can get that you can use to claim some like really, really super rare, like one of 13 graded comics or something. So people are buying multiples of these, trying to get the golden ticket and so forth. I mean, whether or not what's in here is going to end up being worth anything is, something, who knows?
But I think I think that's almost the right way to do it. If you're going to blind bag it, is to make them all blind bag, so it really is roulette. Roll the dice.
Well, the last time I checked, I went to Legion of Comic Geeks, and I was checking out the list of covers that are available, and there were like 94 different covers that were available for this thing. And
that's too many.
Yeah, well,
94 covers?
94 different ones, yes. So I'm going to bring this up. and let's take a look at some of these.
What the fudge happened to just having like 5? 5 is good. 5 is okay. 5 is doable.
That's not how they make their money anymore, Avery.
Well, yeah, but you got to pay every. Well, I'm assuming that maybe the main artist does a few, but I'm sure you have some guest artists too, right? You got to pay every
He
single
does
one of
the
them.
art on pretty much all of these.
Okay.
This is all his art.
That's a lot of damn covers, man.
Yeah.
That's dope, though.
And this is 1 of 94. This is a retailer incentive variant. This is the blank one. Here's another blank one. Oh my gosh, I have more than one blank. This is another one. This might be one of the glow-in-the-dark ones. This is his versions of monsters.
Yeah.
I believe this is like
Bela
the
Lugosi,
regular cover, the monster versus the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. I've seen that one before.
That's fun.
Oh, these are 3D models.
Yeah, definitely they are.
Probably. And then he
Several of
probably
them.
then he does it digitally painting or whatever. So I'm not a big huge fan of the art style. But
Some of it's all right.
Yeah, some of
That's
it's
like
not
that's
bad.
very classic. There, you back up there if you would to the werewolf one. In like first grade, because there's all the classic Boris Karloff, Bela
Sure,
Lugosi, all the old horror movies. And in first grade, in our library, they had these books that were just like books of these. But that is like just like the old Wolfman, the actual movie poster. So that one's cool to me. Just like brings back
MK
some
says Griff.
memories. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, well, people are dying for this stuff. They're loving it. This is actually the first Mark Spears book I've ever bought. He's been getting some mainstream work lately, doing alternate covers for different companies. He was doing, he did some for DC, and I know he did some for DC. I don't know if he did any for Marvel, but I mean, the guy's using this fame to get more work. That definitely looks like a 3D model, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You get the witch, you get the clown, you get the psycho killer.
Now, there's nothing wrong with using that stuff for reference. Nothing at all.
Wait, go back a second. Is this guy just hugging his dead mom? Oh shoot, you got shoot.
Hold on.
It's like here lies my loving mother. Yeah, that one right there. Is he like? Did he just like dig up his mom for a hug?
Oh my
Yeah, I
god,
guess so.
That's kind of ate up, bro.
that's very Norman Bates.
Yeah. Been better if he was trying to suckle the teat.
Oh, this is the hard part about this website is it'll make me start all over again. I don't know what these are.
Oh, that's from Night of the Living
That's
Dead.
Night of the Living Dead. Yeah.
So he's doing an homage to the Night of
Yeah,
the Living
they're
Dead.
coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Dawn of the Day, the Night of the Bride of the Son of the flesh-eating monster? It's like, dude didn't Night of the Living Dead guy didn't get a copyright on his movie, so this amateur dude just redubbed the entire movie, and it's the absolute worst. Like,
Oh yeah,
thing ever. It's ridiculous.
Night of the Living Dead is public domain. The copyright ran out and they didn't renew it.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of these, and these are literally, they even say Night of the Living Dead on them.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is his public domain. He could just take a still and color it.
Yes.
That's how you get to 94.
Well, there's also black and white ones, and then there's glow in the
that's
dark,
cheap.
and then
Right.
like this one, the glow in the dark one. That's kind of funny, but needless to say, you guys want to take a look and see what I got?
Yeah, man.
Besides herpes?
I don't have herpes.
There is a cream for that.
It's curable nowadays, right? All right. So let's
No.
So what I'm going to do, I watched a guy, he had bought 10 copies of this thing, and he was opening up 5 of them. And what he did is he cut open the top, slid it out so that you guys could see it before he could see it. Which, okay. Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's one that I actually liked out of the ones you just showed me. That one was
Now
Yeah,
you gotta
it's
open it
like,
up.
you
To
know
see
what's
if,
yeah.
you gotta open
It's
it
like
up
the
to see
very
if we get a golden
classic
ticket.
don't look
No.
behind you kind of thing.
No, there's no golden ticket in here.
Don't look in the back seat.
Yeah. Because the hook
got-
is coming.
Pages like this. Bad pun, no more talk. You know. Yeah, I mean, what's so funny is like looks like one of the characters is like his letterist, the guy with the big beard. It's like one of the guys that actually works on the comic with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of art where it looks like it's painted.
Dude, this looks like Daz 3D models.
Doesn't
Like,
really.
if you
Yeah.
ever, you know what I'm talking about? Daz 3D. It's like a poser
Yeah.
thing. A lot of people use it for art. Those does look like fucking. They all look like Daz 3D models
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything for
because
me.
they have like a certain basic face kind of thing. It's just there's
Okay.
a lot of tells.
So check
See
this. So
it-
this is the last
CMK.
page. You got the wolf, and then you see here's a list of all the alternate covers or all the different covers that are available. This 3
That's
pages worth.
that's like a quarter the thickness of the whole book.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
100 covers is a bit much.
If this is what you're buying the book for, wait till they put out an art of book that includes just all the covers. Don't buy the comic. Don't waste your time on the comic. You know.
MK says he's taking off.
All right, MK, take it easy,
Bye.
my friend. Let's see. He says, "You nerds have a great weekend. Got to drop off and hit the road." Sounds good. Sound good. Reality
Later.
says, sometimes the realistic painting style looks kind of static in a comic. That is
It
true.
can.
One of the-
It
One of
can.
the reasons why I hate to say it, I love Alex Ross covers,
Mm-hmm.
Alex Ross interiors, as beautiful as it is, as a comic doesn't always work. There are some people that just
Yeah.
should not draw comics. They should draw illustrations and covers and pinups.
Yeah.
Phil Noto is one for me as well. His characters look very stiff. And when he draws a comic, it's very stiff. But he's a gorgeous illustrator. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
pretty
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't like Noto's interiors either.
No.
His covers are fantastic.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't care for the interiors. It loses something. It's a little too rigid.
Yes.
And that's very easy to do. Like when most of what you do is illustration, that's one of the things that caused a little bit of regression for me is when I went back to trying to do comics
Right.
from illustration, is the comic stuff was looking rigid. And so when I started to try to loosen it up and make it more energetic, some things about my style regressed for a little bit while I put that energy back into the figures. You know?
Mm-hmm. I remember reading the Marvel X, and Alex Ross did all the interiors for that, right? And I
Yeah.
remember it
No,
being like,
no.
no?
Earth X?
Earth X.
Yeah, he didn't do the interiors. That's John
didn't?
Paul Leon.
Oh, okay.
He did design it and did the covers, but the interiors John Paul Leon.
I thought they're painted too, right? Aren't they?
No, it's black and white with like
Wait a
the
second.
digital
What the hell am I
coloring.
what the hell am I thinking of?
He
they're
did
painted
design
too.
Earth X.
I know
and
okay.
you know, and there's a sketchbook and there's lots of drawings and paintings
All right.
out there that he did.
Well,
I
but,
thought he did the
the-
interiors too.
No, that's John Paul Leon.
Okay.
there was also, what was the series that he did, Justice, where he helped write it and he painted it, but he wasn't the one that drew it. It was somebody else who drew it. But I mean, they had a really, really dynamic style where his painting on top of it looked great, you know?
I don't know. I saw a Jim Lee that he painted that looked fantastic.
Yeah.
But Earth X, he helped create it and write it and did
Okay,
pick covers and designed it.
There were orders of 350,000 through comic book stores.
Ooh, for what? That Wolfman
Yeah.
comic?
Yeah, Keen Spot claimed it
Wow.
among the highest-selling independent comic in history and the largest ever by a single creator. Calm down. It says, calm down, Todd McFarlane, Sam Keith, Rob Liefeld. You didn't count your comics, did you? Mark Spears did. And in the direct market comic storm audience only, Dave Plinke and Rihanna Tellmeyer, but still one hell of an achievement. Blind bag or no? I'm checking out here because it was funded on Kickstarter initially. This blind bag thing. I want to go to
Okay.
that.
Well, he clearly has an audience. Then, I mean, what did the Kickstarter get?
Oh, jeez. This is prior to shipping to comic book stores. It did 853 backers for a total of 288,000.
He's made money.
Yeah. What?
And if comic shops actually ordered that many copies that they're stuck with, whether they can sell them or not, he did okay.
There's like the Monster Wolf thing. It's like if you scroll up just a little bit, he's got a lot of like it's like old Transformers font there with the old school Marvel Transformers. Looks like
he does a lot of homage covers.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, like
You know
that Bill Sienkiewicz cover.
Yeah.
Yep.
That layout. I mean, honestly, no.
This right here, that's a Spider-Man Hulk cover.
Yeah,
This right
yeah,
here
yeah.
is a Wolverine cover.
It's a
Yeah,
John
of course.
Romita Jr. cover. Yep. Okay.
He does a lot of homages to comic books. He does.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just not super down with his style.
Yeah.
They don't get me.
I think it would look better. If
Homages
it
are
was
fun.
I think his painted style would look better if it was a little rougher.
That's what I'm saying. Just like it's still too 3D modelish.
What is it's what did they call it when it looks like it was painted on the side of a van? Mark Brooks has that style where it looks it's
too plastic, too glossy.
Yeah.
Like if he loosened up just a little bit and had some more visible brush strokes,
Right.
it would give it more energy.
And there's a couple more. That's an Amazing Spider-Man homage. This is an X-Men homage.
Yep.
As covers, they're really cool. I just
Yeah.
like the interiors you showed us.
I totally see why he has an audience.
Hold on a second. This made 288,000, right?
Good for him. He probably stuck half that in his pocket.
Yeah. 288,000. 288,443.
Oh, you're gonna do the math on how many books they shipped?
No, divided by 853 backers.
Okay.
That means each backer averaged $338. Either his reward tiers are very expensive, or these people are just willing to throw money at this stuff to the point where
if he has a hardcore dedicated fan base, he probably had a bunch of people that bought the everything bundle.
Right. I wonder if there was an everything bundle. Most of these are like $50 for 2 comics. 75, 100, 100, 100. These are specific limited editions for 100. I wonder if there is a option where you get all of them. Oh, there we go. All 27 covers is $1,200. 27 covers for $1,200. What does that make it? That makes it $44 a comic. I'm not paying $45 a comic. I'm not.
Hell no.
You know?
He must have a hardcore fan base.
He must. 850 people gave him 288,000. I mean,
if he's got the fan base to do it, I'm not going to shit on the dude.
But then he took some of that money and invested in blind bagging these comics, and then put it out into stores.
Yeah,
And stores ordered it and are selling them.
Yeah. So evidently, I mean, if the stores ordered that many, somebody thinks they can sell it.
Yep.
So he must have like a hardcore dedicated fan base.
It probably very much like Brian Pulido, Pulido.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, his Lady Death. Yeah, dude. Everything every one of his campaigns goes to like 200 grand the first day.
Crazy.
It trickles off after that. But when he first launches, all his hardcore fans are there the first day, dude. And they're buying everything because he lists the new thing, and then he lists all these tiers with back stock.
Right.
And everybody, the jackets, the hats, the T-shirts, he lists, all that back stock of all that stuff is tiers too, and people jump on it.
Well, if you've got followers and you do that, that's a way to do it. That is absolutely a way to do it. People have proven time and time again that if you have the followers, you can do it. But then again, there's people like, what's his name? Eric July, who his audience has shrunk heavily from what I understand.
Ooh, yeah.
He's begging people, please buy my books. And
I bought the first one just to see what, the hype. And the second one I bought the Ethan cover just because it was the Ethan cover. I was not interested in the comic at all.
Ethan actually did work with Eric July at some point?
Yeah, he did the cover for issue 2. He did one of the variant covers.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Huh. I had no idea. I did not know that.
He did one of the variant covers, and that's the one I ordered. And that's the only reason I ordered it. If Ethan hadn't done that cover, I wouldn't have bought it.
Right. Well, now I don't think I've had a lot of Rippaverse comics in my store. I did have one of his graphic novels, Alpha Core. It was part of a trade-in. And the thing that shocked me about it is that the book had a $28 sticker price on it with cover price on it. And my cost for that book ended up being less than $3 once you spread it out over the entire collection that I got. So $28, and I put a $20 sticker price on it. And the guy that bought it pulled it out and went, "Oh my gosh, you're selling this for $20? Oh my gosh, this is like a $28 book." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, get a good deal." And I even gave him a discount. I even knocked it down to $15. He was thrilled. And you know what? Hey, this is the part you'll find funny.
If he's happy, I'm happy.
He was extremely happy, And then the funny part was he actually showed me he had a Rippaverse T-shirt on. And I had no idea who. Yeah, he's like, "Oh man, I love this guy's stuff." And I said, "Wonderful. I paid $3 and I'll take $15 for it. How about that?"
People like what they like. Let them like it.
That's right. And if I can sell it to them, I will.
Sure.
I'm glad I found somebody who wanted that because it would have sat in the box for forever. Nobody comes in looking for Ripper. The last time somebody came in looking for an independent comic was when the Keanu Reeves Berserker was being talked about. People were looking for it before it hit the stands. Everything else, it's Turtles, it's Spawn, it's Deadpool, it's Harley Quinn. There's not a lot of people out there looking for specific independent stuff, but well, technically Turtles, Spawn is independent, but you know what I mean. Those have been in the independent sphere for so long. They're more mainstream than anything else. So, Anyway, hold on a second. Reality's been chiming in. I want to make sure I read his comments. He says, "Yes, rigid, stiff, absolutely 100%." He says, "Yeah, and maybe linear too." He says, "Yes, with brushstrokes." Not sure what we were talking about that time, but I get it.
With the 3D models and stuff.
Oh, okay. He said, "Did Todd get lost in Hyper Brooklyn?" There is a possibility. The man goes down some rabbit holes. It happens. Reality says this self-publishing fan funding seems to be good for a lot of artists. Yes, but here's the trick. You got to have a fan base first. You got to have something there 1st.
Mhm.
A lot of what Comicsgate did was showed you that if you produced daily content on YouTube and you got a following, you got people following you, when you launch your book, when you do your Kickstarter or your crowdfunding campaign, you'll have more eyes and more investors and more people willing to give you a shot if they already know who you are. They already like your stuff and they like
Mhm.
you. That was the whole reason why I started my YouTube channel in the first place, was to get subscribers and get people to check me out, you know?
And there's been other YouTubers that aren't related to comics that have been doing comic books because they have a fan base. Like Mr. Ballin has one.
Right. Didn't
And that sword guy and some guy that does food reviews has one. And there's been several YouTubers. Moist Critical has a comic book.
right. The Umbrella guy, he did his own comic at one point. I don't know if he's still doing it or not, but
That Umbrella. Oh yeah, that Umbrella guy. Yeah. Well, that Umbrella guy started out as a comic book channel.
well, talking about comics, not actually creating comics.
Yeah.
That was
But
kind of a
he started.
byproduct, you know?
But he started out with a channel that was related to comics. It was the Johnny Depp stuff that blew him up real
Right,
huge.
right.
But
See, my problem is I built a fan base not based on my comics or my art. I built a fan base on my scam calls.
you know what, dude? Mr. Ballin has a graphic novel, and he's about to launch his second one, or has launched his second one, and he just tells creepy stories.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He has nothing to do with comics, but he has a graphic novel of like illustrated short stories or something of some of these stories or something like that.
Yeah.
The food some of these other people like Moist Critical channel. He's not about comic books. He does like video games and social commentary.
Oh,
He's
social commentary, that would get us into a lot of trouble, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that also gets eyes.
I know.
Being a firebrand.
There's things you can talk about, and it's a path I don't want to go down. You know what I mean?
It's not fun because it also requires you to be willing to argue with idiots all day long every day.
I already get that on my scam channel. Believe it or not, I got a guy who posted a comment on one of my videos, and it was more or less, "Oh, you're dumb, you're stupid. You know, this is a waste of time. You should be doing something else with your life. You know, type of thing." And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, people are going to be trolls. People are going to put out negative things. And then he started bashing. It was a video that my friend Glenn had sent me the audio, and I made the video I made a video reacting to his audio, which Glenn doesn't want to waste time making videos. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he likes screwing with scammers. So he'll record his calls and send them to me, and I'll make them into a video and share them with people. And we have a good time with that, right? Well, the guy started bashing Glenn and his ability to make videos, and I'm like, okay, this is getting too far. And I told the guy, I says, listen, I'm going to respond to all your comments and criticisms and all your questions on one of my live streams. So join us when we do a live stream on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. He's like, I don't want to sit around and listen to you guys talk about your dogs and the food you ate and the weather for an hour. I'm like, thinking to myself, no, we're going to dedicate the entire hour to tearing you apart and laughing at you and having a great time doing it. It's going to be fun. And then he responded, I'm not going to waste time. You and your 30 viewers can have a good time. And I said, we are going to have a good time. And then you know what I'm going to do on top of it is after I'm done having the conversation where I tear apart your comments and I eviscerate you and make fun of you and laugh at your stupid ass, I'm then going to cut that out and make it into a regular video where hundreds and hundreds of people are going to see it. And then I'm going to monetize it and I'm going to make money off of it. So thank you for your comments, you trolly fuck.
Whoa.
Oh
God.
Andrew,
My
language.
PP,
Oh
my
God.
PP just got hard. Gosh, Drew. there's a whole
Andrew,
other
what's your
side of
fucking
you.
language?
Do you want to know where the F word came from? I had an over an hour long back and forth calls with a lottery scammer, and in one of the videos, one of the calls, it was like an 18-minute call. The guy went on a rampage, just F you, because I claimed, or at least I told him, I went out and bought a Visa gift card and put money on it. And I was supposed to just give him the number, and I wasn't willing to give him the numbers. And I just drove him so crazy. He just went on an F-bomb tirade. And I actually, in the video, I edited it so it included an F-bomb counter. 32 F-bombs by the end of the day. It was great. I love it. And I kind of got a little slightly inspired. So sorry about that, guys. I don't mean to be rude. But that's just the way it goes. I'm going to go back to Reality's comments because he's got some good stuff in here. So let me read what he had to say, okay? Because we don't abandon the chat on this stream, especially if you only have 3 people watching at the time. That's 3 more than Todd usually gets. Oh. Never mind. Reality says, I know a couple of decades ago, I know, I'm sorry, Avery, I didn't mean to do it. A couple of decades ago, musicians started to put out their own music. A lot of them did really well with a smaller fan base compared to just getting pennies per recording on the big labels. That is always the key. If you can make more money putting something out yourself and not having to go through a distributor, not having to go through a publisher, not having to go through, having to have a marketing team and all that stuff. And if you have a fan base, you can do it, It's hard to do it the other way around. A lot of people know that it's hard to have product and then try to find a fan base.
5 to 10,000 hardcore fans can make you a millionaire.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
You don't need millions and millions of fans. 5 to 10,000 hardcore fans, and you can become a millionaire.
Reality says, yes, very true with the fan base. He says, yeah, I know some YouTubers, paranoid Americans, put out comics and art stuff.
Yeah.
He says some Orthodox podcasters put out comics on the Werewolf Saint. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Okay.
He says was probably a scammer, but who was mad, but then got busted. Well, he's talking about the commenter that was commenting on the channel. I went back and looked. The ID had only been active since July of 2025, so only for a few months, which is usually typical for scammers. They will create a YouTube account to put negative comments on things. He kept even saying, you're not really a scam baiter because you don't report these numbers to the FCC. My response back was, how do you know? How do you know I didn't report them to the FCC?
Yeah, how do you know?
I don't include that in my videos. When I report information, I don't include that in my videos. I never tell people don't report it. I never encourage people not to report it. I mean, what are you talking about, you piece of crap idiot? Oh, sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. He says, Reality says, we had an Indian guy who said he was going to heal our computer.
You are healed.
And he says, thanks so much. No problem, Reality, no problem. I tell you what, I thoroughly enjoy what I do on the side. I thoroughly enjoy what I do on a daily basis. And when they cross over and I have fun doing both of them, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Comics are fun,
Some of the people that comment on your channel that are mad at your videos because you're not one of these super white hat hackers, it's hysterical. It's like, it's like, some of these dudes that are white hat what you would call a good guy hacker. Some of these dudes have like high level security clearance from the government, even like they work for the government on their regular job.
Yeah, they have workstations filled with computers and have degrees and stuff, where I don't have a degree in anything. I just sit in front of my computer and talk to people on the phone. That's it.
They can't look at your channel and comprehend the fact that what you do is you just make fun of the scammers.
Yeah. I have 3 goals.
That's your whole bit.
Inform people, let them see what these people are trying to do, expose the lie, show them what these callers are calling about. Number 2, waste as much of their time as possible, because the longer they're on with me, the less time they're calling somebody else. And number 3, have fun. And I have fun every day. And people can't handle that. They want people like me to right all the world's wrongs. It's not going to happen,
Yeah.
But Anyway, if you guys want to hear more of that conversation, join Misfit Corner Scams Friday or Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time when we live stream. Yeah.
Scamming.
Scamming. Love scamming. Scam baiting. I never really knew what that term was. It was somebody else that mentioned it. And I'm like, okay. They said, you're a scam baiter. I said, okay, sure. We'll go with that. It's such a great picture.
Oh, yeah.
I've been meaning to go back into the live stream archive and find the very first live stream in which I said screw and share. Because that was a really funny thing. It was you and I, and we were just ending the show. And I blurted out something really dumb and stupid, and it just stuck. It was great. It worked.
Oh, yeah.
And you just laughed your ass off. She's like, I can't believe you just said that. I said, I know.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah, it's like, is this a scam bait channel or a key party?
Oh, good God. Anyway. Well, guys, unless anybody has anything else they want to share tonight, I think we should go ahead and wrap up a little early.
Oh, well, I did want to show you that
okay.
slot machine comic book thing I was goofing off with the other night.
Sure. Share
Whip
that.
it out.
It's fun. It could be a place that you could send your books. There's a lot of people that do a lot of.
Oh, this is the one where you were getting the graded comics, right?
Yeah. Yep. So let me.
All right, share it with us.
Show you.
Very curious to see what this is all about.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, depending. It's called Fanable. So basically, they've got a few things. They're going to have a Pokemon kiosk coming up, but so they have collectible kiosks. It's just you pay and you get you basically it's like ripping a pack, right? But aside from that, they also have a market where you can, if you get a book that you like, and they'll do two things. As long as it's above $50 value, you can rip it and then resell it for 90% of fair market value, right? So I just sell it right back. They keep 10% and I try to roll again, right? Say that you like it, you can do two things. You can I guess actually what you do is you say redeem it, and they will have it shipped to Brinks vault, like Brinks, the armored car vault, right? Where it's stored, temperature controlled. And then you can put it up on the market here. Now, you can also list as a seller and just ship comics to them. They put them in the vault, and you can put them on the marketplace. So let's say that I bought a book, right? I held on to it for a while. That price went up. I wanted to resell it or whatever until it's actually redeemed out of the vault, right? Because as long as it's sitting in the vault, it can digitally pass hands. It's all certified, etc. So say I'm the original seller, I do that for everyone. Every time it passes through hands on the secondary market, you get 2% of that cut after the sale. So that's a couple things. But yeah, so I was doing these secret ones. And that's kind of how that works. So they have different stuff. So they'll have some theme stuff, so this is clearly was, can you click it? I thought you used to be able to click it, but they're all on theme. So it'll be books that are, 9.8 and beyond, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't happen that often. Let's see, right now, that's sold out. So they've got two. You've got the, wait a second. This is like double the price it was. Oh, they switched them around because they did have a Sidekicks case, and that had like books up to, I don't know, $500, let's say, because you can see, this is the hero case. So
what an absolute racket.
Yeah, dude. So the expected pull value you can see here. So a $50, this is a $99 a pop. You got a 37.5% chance to get something between 50 and 74, 37 to like, I guess, quote unquote, make your money back. Then of course the odds get infinitesimally smaller as you go forward. This shows you the latest reveals. And here's what they have. This is like the chase, right? So somewhere in there is a Incredible Hulk 181, 4.5. And then they tell you where they pull all their prices from. It's like from 10 different sources.
Right. Now, is this an actual physical comic, graded comic?
Yes. These are slabbed comics
that
are in a Brinks vault, right? So if I pulled something, I could say send it to the vault, and that would just be a place where it could be stored until I say redeem it, and then I pay for it to get shipped.
There's one of the Detective Comics I'm looking for that I was talking about, Batman Year 2.
Yep. That's the Alan Davis one, and I'm fairly certain I have that one. It's not graded, but I think I have a copy.
I don't want it graded.
This is sweet here. I love that cover right there. But they got some stuff. You know, first appearance of Gambit.
Yeah. That's why. Okay. You pay for the thing. You open it. You don't want it. You sell it back for 90%.
Yeah.
That means you just gave them free money.
Yep. And you get points and blah 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 blah. You know, like you get.
But yeah,
that's system. Yeah.
Buying something and returning it without ever having to ship it or handle it, and just getting it. You just paid them money to be like, no, I don't want this.
Unless you get something that's better than you.
What an absolute racket!
Yeah, but has anybody actually gotten the physical book in hand?
This is the people that back this, they're decent. It's like a decent operation. Yeah. There's another one called Beezy, and they do Pokemon cards. So this is Detective Comics 1000 signed.
Right.
This is like their top dog one on this one. I was going to do a case because I had $50, but they took the $50 cases away. Let me just I'm going to do one. I gotta send some money over. I gotta bridge some money over a network real fast. Take me about a couple seconds here. Let's see.
We're gonna watch Doc waste his money on live stream.
I'm doing it for the cause, boys.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there's another one of the Batman issues I'm looking for right there.
Oh, speaking of money, Avery, you remember that book that I showed you where they emailed me because I had backed the Wintermen, and they had another book and they had a retailer special?
Yeah. That guy's art's cool.
And the retailer special was 3 copies for $125.
Oh, yeah.
They said that was incorrect. That was calculated at 5 copies. 3 copies is actually only $75.
Ooh.
So the book itself is $50, but the retailers, if they buy in bulk, can get them for $25 a piece.
Ooh.
That's making me really think about it.
Yeah, because that is a good looking book.
It is, especially in black and white. It looks good.
That guy also worked on some stuff for the Keanu Reeves Berserk that I've seen.
I think so. Well, I
follow him on Instagram, and he's got some
okay.
Berserk, yeah. Okay. He's got some Berserk stuff on there.
I actually have issue 1 and 2 of that comic in my store right now.
Wrong wallet. Just one second.
Oh, did you send it to mine?
No, I just sent it to one of my other wallets on accident.
Do you really want us watching you transfer money around?
Oh, you can't actually see me do that.
Okay, well, we're seeing your screen.
Something.
This is all public anyway. It's a public ledger, so it's not like you're. It's no secret. It just says that I sent $30, but I sent it to the wrong wallet on accident. Or wait, 26 cents. Yeah, I sent it to my wrong wallet here. Give me just 2 more seconds here.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to remove the screen for the moment, just in case.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not that I don't trust you, but I don't want you accidentally reveal.
I appreciate it.
We're sitting here talking, and he's doing financial transactions on the live stream. Doc, I thought you were supposed to be the smart one here, man. Damn it!
But you can't. There's absolutely nothing you could do for watching just that, looking at that screen. Like, you can't see my actual wallet. Or
okay.
There, so
well, I don't know enough about it to know for sure. So
yeah, but I appreciate that, of course.
So sad, guys. So sad.
USDC, $30.
Oh,
the power.
Yeah, I can't wait, Avery. I can't wait to spend the whole hour, maybe tomorrow, just ripping into this idiot. This troll commenter. And you know what's so funny is
it's probably just a scammer.
Probably, but the initial comment was like 3 days old by the time I looked at it. And one of my regulars actually came in and defended me and actually made some really nice comments. Oh, hey, Betty's here. Hey, Betty Bam Bam, how's it going?
Hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
Betty Bam Bam. I don't know Betty Bam Bam.
She's a scam baiter. She's over on the other side. So
Okay.
reality says 2 people watching Doc's financial transactions. That's right.
They put the and they just refilled the sidekick case. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's good because now I don't have to spend $100 to do this crap.
Okay.
That's great. Okay, you can bring the screen back up.
Biddy says
I'm
trolls
good.
are everywhere. Yes, and we love messing with them.
I'm good to go. So
All
they
right,
just
so what are you
refilled this.
looking at buying? What are you looking
All
at
right.
buying?
Well, I'm gonna buy this $50 sidekick case. Okay. They just popped up, so that when they fill it, there's 550. They fill it at 550 a time. So here's the top dog shit. I mean, like we have the potential of getting any of this here. So it could be this signed
damn.
John Romita. Yeah.
So what you're saying
here's
is
another
that
signed one. I can
they-
get any of these
they physically have these comics
on hand.
in hand, and they're offering you have an opportunity. It's like a lottery,
Mhm.
and they're showing you ahead of time what you can win.
What you could win. That's correct.
What is it when you get something and it's worthless? What's the zoinks? What's the
Yes.
zoinker?
Like
Like
Well,
the
they only show so the floor price is $50, right? It's
Right,
got to be
right.
at least $50 or higher for them to buy back. But at the very bottom is this Wonder Girl #1, and they're always nines, right? They're always
there's a
gonna
Mark
be,
Spears monster cover. There you go.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's true. They're always going to be nines, which is at least nice. Well, at least if they're newer, right? Of course, if they're a little older.
Now, how this is potentially a money-making scheme that actually works, to grade a comic costs about $30 with grading and shipping. If you do it in
Mhm.
bulk, you can get discounts and get it a little bit lower. But they're offering every one of these at a base price of $50. So they're already making money on every single one.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, if I took 10 comics and maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of them may have some
Yeah.
really value if they come in graded high, I get them graded, I bring them back, and I throw them all into this site and say, okay, $50 a piece. Now my
Right.
investment may only be 30 a piece, but if I sell out, I just made
Well, yeah,
$200.
they have suppliers and stuff like that where they probably buy a lot of this stuff in bulk. But also,
Sure.
you have to consider that if I don't keep this and I sell it, well, first of all, they made 10%, and then some other person's going to pay another $50, get the same comic, sell it, right? So they're going to get like double, triple, quadruple the $50
Right.
anyway from doing this. That's how they can do it and still be
Yep.
like, oh, I'm giving away a $1,800 book, but it took 700-800 people paying $50 to do it. You know what I'm saying? So ready to rock
Oh,
and roll?
it's an absolute racket, and it's a good
But
scheme.
It's
I
a
mean,
good scheme.
I
It's a
don't
good scheme.
like buying stuff that I can't see. I want to know what I'm buying. But there's people out there that love taking a risk like this.
Yes.
I only did it because I've known about this, but I only did it the other day because they had the secret kiosk and it was $25, and I thought I've
What the
spent
heck?
more money on worse stuff in my
Right,
life, right?
right,
I mean,
right.
whatever. But here, guys, I'm gonna high roll it. We're gonna get 2. Okay, we're gonna do it right now. Let's see. Pay with crypto, done it. Signing the message, done it. One more signature, done
And
it.
he says, I came to see the money.
Yeah, well, guess what, Betty? You're in for a treat.
He just spent it all.
All right, so now I should be able to go here. Dude, don't not tell me that this is happening, because the other night, okay, there it goes. It said 2. The other night I did one and it didn't show up, but I had to get customer service to refund me, and they did.
Oh man.
Very,
Oh, man.
very promptly. Okay, so we've got the Sidekick mystery case.
Yeah, reality says, when will we see what he got?
Well, we're
let's-
trying. I don't know why it's
Okay.
not letting me click through. What the heck?
They already got your money. What they don't need to show you anything now.
Yeah. Okay. And they have the cool animation. What the hell just happened? What the shit? Hold on a second.
All right, all right.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look at this, guys. Midnight Suns #1 signed by David Nakayama, 9.6.
Okay.
Okay.
What? So now I would go to what would they offer me this? So $146. I could just take it right now if I wanted to.
Oh wow, they'll take that.
Yeah. That's because that would be. Well, it'd be $146. Well, they that's before the 10%. So it would be whatever 90% of $146.
Yeah.
I can just sell it.
But you've also already put 50 into it.
Yeah, but he still he just doubled his money.
I just doubled my money.
Yeah.
I-
If you
no,
want
not
to.
even-
Otherwise,
not even-
you can actually just get it, have it delivered to you.
Of
Right?
course, yeah, I can have it shipped. But if I want to send it to the Brinks vault for them to hold, then I just do that. That's free. They send me some digital verification, like a verification that it's there, right? So let's do the other one now. That's actually pretty baller. That's like that's a good rip, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's. go
It
for the other
is. That
one.
is pretty good.
That's pretty good. This one probably suck ass, but hey, All right, let's go. Let's go. There we go. We just had a glitch last time.
It's like, what's that
What will
show
it
where they
be?
open up where they open up the cases?
Oh, Bone. $25.
Well,
But hey, man, Bones kick ass though.
wait a minute. So this
it-
one's this book, they say it's only valued at $25.
Yeah, it's Bone
Okay.
number 9.
Number
Yeah,
9.
8.5.
Okay. An 8.5. Okay.
Okay, look. Will you fact check that? Can you fact check that?
Sure.
I mean, they say they pull from like 10 sources. Then I can't remember which ones, but they all seemed pretty reasonable.
We'll go to my source and see what they say. Now, I'm interested in getting some early Bone books in good condition. I have like a copy of issue number 5 that I want to get graded because it's a really nice looking copy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I got
some of that early stuff.
8.5 number 9 for you, buddy.
Well,
if you
let's
want
see, an
it.
8.5 guides for about $11.
Okay, so
yeah.
I mean,
so it ungraded, it's a $6-7 book. Graded, it's only worth about 11.
well,
I'm
they're trying
shocked
to give
it's
me
not worth a
25.
little more.
Well, the 9.8 graded is only worth 56, and that's
Oh, it's because it's at 8.5.
it's
Okay, never.
Yeah.
higher only a little bit than a standard one. 9 is this issue is not a key. There's not any significance to it other than, there might be fans out there. There's no first appearances, no deaths, no low print run thing. It might have a low print run, but it's not a book that somebody would,
So
rush
I'll
out
get
to
20.
grade.
I'll get $22.75 back from selling that.
Yeah, but if you sell them both back, you're way up.
I'm ahead. I'm
you're
way
ahead.
up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's because it's signed the Midnight Suns. I feel like maybe I actually want to have that shipped to me. I'm playing it because I thought it'd be fun and maybe I can make some quick money, but it's a bit more difficult if I really get this.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah,
really
you kind of want it now, huh?
Reality
You kinda-
said not bad on that first one, and then Betty says double the money. Are you sure it isn't a scam?
not a scam. It's not a scam because look, you can't see it, but I just hit accept and I sold that other one. That money's already back in my crypto wallet. It's already there.
Right,
Like,
but you
literally
spent
done.
50
Oh, wow.
to get it, so you lost money on that.
Yeah, but I'm
deal.
still up here theoretically. It is what it is. It's
You know,
kinda cool.
one of my all-time favorite games to play in the casino is roulette. I just, for some reason, in my mind, I think I can beat it, but I like playing it. And the worst thing to do is to play the digital roulette, where you just keep
Oh yeah.
putting your money.
Yeah,
in.
that one's
And
bad.
we went to on a cruise the last time we went on a cruise. I sat down, I played a couple of bucks, and I hit it. I made like $175, and I literally spent the rest of the weekend losing all that money.
Yeah.
So Getting money
no.
is fun. Losing it can be just
Yeah.
as fun, except when it's real money.
Yeah. Reality had a question, and
Oh,
the answer
okay.
is no. You can use a credit card too.
Reality says, "Can you
Yeah,
only
yeah.
pay with crypto?" Okay, yeah.
I was gonna be like, can you use PayPal?
You can use.
Betty says, "All right, it's like
Stripe.
betting. It kind of
Yeah,
is."
a bit. We're gonna do one more.
But
Yeah,
if you
that's
can
it.
get a physical book in your hand, you pay
Yes.
$50 and it's worth 140. That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, I can have that shipped like whenever. I'll just say send it, and they pay the money for the shipping and done.
Yeah,
And
but
they
the funny
insure
thing
it.
is-
They insure it and everything for you.
But the funny thing is if you're looking at what's available and you're like, ooh, that's the one I want, you're going to keep playing until you either get close to
Yeah,
it.
that's the idea.
You
And
know?
there are people who. So this time I got this Batman one. It's easier to see when I go here.
Absolute Batman #1, Liam Sharp variant 9.6. Okay.
Drew,
okay.
it's calling your name.
Let me look and see what that one might be worth. I mean, Absolute Batman's
What's
big
their
right
price?
now. It's huge. So.
If you want to sell it back,
I think I saw it. It was like 30 some odd bucks, $33.75.
okay.
It's a 9.6.
Mm,
Yeah, that I might believe
Yeah.
simply because with the newer comics, people like demand 9.8s, otherwise they don't invest in them.
mm-hmm.
If they're anything lower, even 9.6 is pushing it. So
Right. Pretty dope, though.
If you like comics and gambling, that site
this,
could get you.
dude, the
That could
Pokemon
get
ones
you.
make a lot of fucking money, and you can look at. Let's see, where's the points? Somewhere there was like leaderboard.
See, now,
board,
Comic
and there was
Price
one guy
Guide-
that had like $250,000 of volume.
yeah, comicpriceguide.com lists a 9.6 of that book for $102, and they're saying 30.
Yeah.
Dude, I might cash that one out and just get it. You know, it may be
Alright,
worth
man.
more than they're offering. Maybe they're lowballing.
Yeah, I don't have
offering
the
you because it's a
resources like you
9.6,
do.
You know, well,
I don't
yeah,
have like. Is that like a paid thing?
Well, a 9.4 ungraded copy of
On
this
what-
book, guys, for
site?
35.
What site are you looking at?
Comicpriceguide.com.
Oh yeah, see, I don't pay for that.
Here, I'll share it with you.
because I know that's a paid thing.
Well, yeah, it can be. This is the Things from Another World variant.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
That's
a
an awesome
9.4,
store,
a
by the way.
9.4, which is ungraded, lists for 35.
Well, I'll be damned.
A 9.6 graded lists for 102.
Ooh.
And this is usually based on 35. That might just be the standard price. These might just be estimated prices and not based on actual reality.
right.
But I mean, that's a hot enough book that even in a 9.6,
Mhm.
somebody might want it because it's a pretty cover. You could
Yeah,
probably
I
get.
mean-
They're offering you 30.
$30.
I'm fairly certain you could get 50 to 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Probably.
like, I don't want to go through. I mean, like, I don't have the resources to go resell this if I wanted to. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
See, that's
I mean-
something I would do.
Right. I mean, I'll send it to you.
Betty says, Drew wants it.
you can have it, man.
Reality
Just gotta click
says,
that redeem.
wonder what the story behind this, how this came up with. Are they making money or are they just trying to get rid of books?
Oh, it's huge. Like if I saw a machine in Las
Yeah, they're
Vegas,
making money.
and it was like they had slabbed Pokemon cards, right? And
Right.
you just put the thing in and be like boop 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 boop, and you just drop and get something, and you didn't know what. So like this is a very like ripping Pokemon packs as a stream and looking for like foils and stuff like that. It's a huge deal. So this is just like a little twist on that. They've got it's a good system. I mean, it's legitimate. It's secured by Brinks. You can't. I mean, like that's cool. If you got the money to mess around, look, and especially if you're coming from crypto,
Yeah.
and you've been doing like meme coins, I've lost a ton more money than what I have here, right? And even though whatever I was messing around with the other day, I wound up breaking even at least, which is a lot better than I can say for a lot of my meme coin trading crap. So it's a good thing. But look, you can just go on the market itself. These aren't like these aren't whatever. Now, these guys, this is the one that was on the other day, and there are clearly some, they thought they just didn't open the case and they relisted it. So if you're like, did the hottest book get pulled, you can go and try and get like you can just people just relist it. But I mean, like, this is all stuff that came out. This was in there the other day. This boys dear number one.
Mm-hmm.
That's signed by Anthony Starr, right? Which is cool. That was just in the one from the other day.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, but so you could just go on here and buy stuff too. They set the price, and
right.
you just wait for someone to pick it up. So
Now,
I don't even really have to ship it. I could put it in this store, Drew, and I could set a price, and you could just buy it and send and ship it to your house, man.
So you were saying that when you go and you're looking at a box and it shows you all the different options, does it show you which ones have already been claimed?
It shows you some of the most recent ones. But if you're really watching it, you'll see like the big ones drop off. So this was the Sidekick one, right? So it'll say like the recent reveals. So here's the ones I got. Someone got this Secret Wars here.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it'll show you the last, like, I don't know, 10 maybe. Oh no, you can scroll through.
That's She-Hulk, but that's a waste.
You can scroll through pretty far.
Okay.
So, and if you're really watching it as you're quote unquote playing, then you'll see stuff drop off. But like, look, I mean, like, so out of what 550 comics, right? They've got, what is this? This is let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, let's just say 7 and 7. That's 50 out of 550. There may be more that are worth more than $50, but it seems like they only show the top. They'll show the most valuable down to like when it gets towards 50, I'm guessing. So I don't know what the odds are there, but
yeah,
I mean, shit, man.
That means there's probably a lot of junk in there.
Of course there is. I mean, they're not going to make money otherwise.
Yeah. No, I gotcha.
But if you're willing to roll the dice, there's Art Adams. Fantastic Four.
The crazy thing is, there's a lot of people willing to do it.
Yeah, like me.
I don't like blind bags. I really don't. I like knowing what I'm buying.
I mean, that's what this is. It is a like gotcha box kind of blind bag sort of thing. I mean, this is cool.
Yeah, I don't think I would be 100% sold on this until I knew I could actually get it physically in my hands.
Right. Right.
You pay $50 to get a book worth $200, and you get it in your hands, and it's worth it.
And you're totally right. I mean, I think that one cool thing about the business model is that they don't have to care about that because they know there's going to be people just rolling the dice just to make the quick trade back.
Right.
But like I said, I had not heard anything bad about it. And let's see if it on the About Us, I think it shows one of the. I thought it did. I thought it showed one of the investors. Oh yeah, Michael Rubin. He's a big time entrepreneur, right? So, he sold GSI Commerce to eBay for $2.4 billion and blah 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 blah. That's a super legitimate name. So, and that that's cool. But yeah, and they're going to do Pokemon soon, and I bet they're just making money hand over fist though.
Crazy. Well, if you think about it, the investment can be small, but the reward can be big if you get a lot of people into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like the other night, let's say it was 550, and you're doing at least $50 a pop. They've 27,500 plus you have to account for people just insta selling. So I don't know what that rate would be, but I bet you're probably, I bet 60,000, let's say, you might make off that case if people are just, let's say you got like a high rate of return. So you know, I mean, they're making their money off these.
Well, and
The
depending
most
on how much,
expensive one they got's $1,800, right? So
yeah. Well, depending on how much they invested in the comics themselves and the grading, they could, like, some of the books that I have that I've set aside for grading, I
Mhm.
haven't spent a lot of money on them. You know,
Yeah.
to the point where if I get the grading plus a little, I'm making a profit. You know,
oh,
they're
this
just
is the
doing it with
legendary
a-
one.
with
Did
a
we look
huge-
at that? $250 cases. Here's their Dark Knight 3: The Master Race, 1 of 1, original hand drawn and autographed by Frank Miller.
Yeah, that's nice. I'll take 2. That's two.
Yeah, no kidding. Holy crap, man! They got all these signed ones. There's Hugh Jackman signed.
Oh, jeez. My buddy Jason,
Nicolas Cage. What's this one? Oh, legendary. Sometimes
My-
I go a bit of a theme.
my buddy Jason was asking me about having a slabbed comic in the case, having somebody sign the case
Yeah.
itself, and I said that's really not worth anything except for the people that own it, you know, because it's not the comic
Yeah.
signed, it's the case
Yeah.
signed. It's like taking a bagged and boarded comic to somebody and saying,
Right,
sign the
right.
bag,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. They
I said-
repeated this one. This was in a cheaper one the other day, like a
Oh, yeah?
cheaper. Yeah, it was like in the $100 one. So I've noticed that they kind of shuffle some stuff around when they really want to.
Yeah, I'd be really
Stanley-
scared about spending $250 and then getting something that's only worth 20.
Yeah, 100%. Who's
You
James
know?
Robinson, and why do I
Uh,
carry these signed C-3PO? I guess.
He wrote it. He wrote the
Okay.
comic.
Yeah. All right. Does
right,
that
well,
make
guys-
it worth $500? All right. Anyway,
All
this
right,
is
that's
cool
fair.
though. Let me know if you want that Batman.
You keep it. You keep it for the moment. But if you
All
want to
right.
invest in it, you want to put it up for consignment. We'll see what we can do with it if you wanted to.
I mean, yeah,
I have a little bit more of an outreach than you do.
yeah, sure, of course, man. I mean, what would you say it was like worth $100 or something like that? I mean, if that's
I don't know if I can get somebody to buy it for 100, but
yeah,
maybe
but
75,
like,
maybe
by the time-
easily. You know.
But by the time I ship it, and then we do the thing, then like, is it really like if I had like 6 of them to send you, I'd do that. For
Yeah.
one, whatever. Still
Yeah.
pretty rad though.
All right, well, guys, thank you
Yeah,
so
wait,
much for
wait
joining.
until you have enough books that it's worth getting them and shipping them to him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do this much more.
Oh,
This
All right,
is-
well, guys, it's 10 o'clock now. Thank you
Yeah.
once again for joining Nerd Den. We had a good time, a lot of good conversations.
yeah.
That was a very interesting site if anybody wants to check it out. What was it called again?
Fanable.io.
Fanable.io. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody.
That's wild,
Thank you
man.
all
That's
for
a record.
joining. We will catch you all next time, and have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
What?